Hey guys, Greg here with Sniper Dynamics, creators of the Stalkland series camouflage pattern. We're on the range today to go ahead and test out our US Night Vision vinyl wraps as utilized on a 5.56 sound suppressor. Today I'll be shooting my NFA registered 10.5-inch upward POF P416 assault rifle with a mounted Gemtech M402 5.56 sound suppressor. I'm going to go ahead and put probably about 90 rounds through this weapon system and really test out how well the vinyl is able to keep up with the high temp rates that you'll get with suppressed firing. Be interested to see how this thing does. US Night Vision vinyl wrap with Gemtech M402 testing. Woo! 30 rounds. It's getting pretty hot. Getting pretty damn bubbly. We got a little bit of unhappiness right here. That may calm down. This does have a release agent on the vinyl, so you can see the color isn't discolored at all. We have some bubbles. It bubbled up, but those are already starting to calm down. So I think it's still good to go for employment at this given time, but we'll see how this next 30 rounds goes. All right, 60 rounds out of the M402. Now this can does get extra hot. We've got a lot of bubbly going on right now, a lot more in the first 30 rounds. We got a little discoloration that just started. It's starting to smoke a little bit, but there isn't any permanent damage. I feel as though I'll be able to get this off without any issues. At this given time, I feel as though another 30 rounds is probably unnecessary. I'm going to go ahead and also test this this wrap with a pistol and 22 long rifle suppressor. But for right now, I would say with a high heat generating can such as the M402, this is not a full auto rated can. The vinyl wrap is probably a no-go. I wouldn't recommend it, although it does add some great aesthetics. What you can do is you could get a subcov silicon high temp resistant cover and then vinyl wrap on top of that. I've got a 30 cal can that's in the shop right now. Once I get that back, I can go ahead and do some testing on that. But US Night Vision vinyl wrap on 5.56 high heat can, probably not the best idea. But that being said, there's no permanent damage to the suppressor, so you know, do what you gotta do. Alright, so we went ahead and tested out the little guns, and we will bring out the big guns. The Ruger 1022. This has got a Tactical Solutions fluted aluminum threaded barrel with a steel sleeve in the center for the barrel rifling. I've got a YHM Might suppressor with their Stinger conversion kit. I recently sent it off the shop and had them redo it to the newer, higher efficiency baffle stack, which also has less of a carbon fouling buildup. Aesthetically, it looks great. Matches the green. You know, matches the tan. You know, Stalkland is a very pretty pattern that also is highly effective. So it looks great, but I'm gonna go ahead and see how it actually works during live fire. All right, Ruger 1022, 25 rounds, high velocity, Remington Golden Bullets. I got no discoloration. Can looks good. It's still cool to the touch, so it's still good to go. I'd still advise this at this point. So let's go ahead and put another 25 rounds through her. All right, 25 more rounds. Still looks good. Still cool enough to touch. You know, it's still good to go. I'd still use it. All right, 25 more. All right, sorry guys, I had to suffer through a couple malfunctions there, but we got through it. After that last painful start of the next 25 rounds, looks good, feels great. I can still hold in my hand. So that's 75 rounds through at a pretty rapid successive fire. It still is very nice coloration, no bubbling like the 5.56 can did. So it's still good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and dump 25 more rounds and see how it does. All right, so we got 100 rounds of rapid succession through 22 LR can. Suppressor feels great, still cool to the touch. Realistically, I think that's probably about the most amount of rounds you'd need to expend in a rapid amount of succession. I mean, if you go out after jackrabbits, you might put a couple bursts down at a time, but you know, you're not going to be that heavy into them. You go out to Eastern Oregon or somewhere else and you're out sage rat hunting, you can get after it. But I don't think you're going to get a rate of fire much higher than that unless you just go and do mag dumps. Even then, that's what I just did. And yeah, I'd recommend it. I'd say if you want to put the Stalkland series vinyl from US Night Vision on your 22 long rifle suppressor, go for it. It'll be good to go. Alright, just for fun, I went ahead and mounted the YHM Mite 22 long rifle suppressor onto my SIG 1911 22 long rifle pistol. Kind of a cool 22 long rifle, suppressed 1911 look and feel. So we're going to put 30 rounds through it and just see how the pistol can does with the wrap on it at the slightly higher pressure load of a pistol length barrel versus the 16-inch barrel 1022. Alright, so those golden bolts hiccup a little bit, but again, no real discoloration. You know, it still looks good to go. I'd use it. I'm going to continue using it, so I'd recommend it. So we went ahead and checked out how the Stalkland series vinyl wrap by US Night Vision does on the M402 5.56 suppressor. Maybe not so great on the 22 long rifle Stinger tubed Mite suppressor. Yeah, works. So now what we're going to do is we're going to check out pistol suppressor, and this is a Yankee Hill manufactured Cobra M2 45 ACP suppressor with the 1/2x28 adapter onto it, allowing me to put it onto my SIG P226 Tac Ops with a Silencer Co. threaded barrel. So I'm going to go ahead and put about 40 rounds through this thing and get it hot and see how a pistol suppressor will react with the vinyl wrap on. Aesthetically, again, looks badass, blends in, but it only counts if it works. Alright, so we got 20 rounds of 9mm, 115 grain FMJ Remington ammunition. I got no discoloration, no bubbling effect, still good to go. See 20 more rounds, 115 grain, FMJ. All right, there we go. So we got another, I think it was like 18 rounds, 2 malfunctions, but yeah, heat-wise, it's very hot to the touch, but you know, I can touch it without burning myself, not for very long. I don't have any bubbling effect whatsoever on the suppressor. When I apply this, I utilize a heat gun on the low setting till where it's just about too hot to touch, and that's about where it's at right now. So yeah, I'd say with this amount of testing that you can go ahead and wrap your pistol suppressors and utilize them with pistol ammunition without any issues. Also, this suppressor baffle stack comes out, and I do use this one on my 17-inch MR as well, which actually has about a 1/2-inch point impact shift at 50 meters, so the bunnies don't seem to mind too much. But yeah, go for it. Wrap up your pistol cans, and you know, if you have different results, go ahead and let me know. So the 5.56 suppressor is cool. My SBR is cleared, so I went and took the suppressor off. You can see there's a lot of bubbling, but like I stated earlier, I didn't believe that there was any permanent damage done to the actual suppressor. So you know, I don't want to just say stuff. Let's see what goes on here. So great thing about vinyl wrap is it just comes right off. You can just peel it off. It doesn't leave any residue behind. But I've never cooked one on like this. So we will see if maybe some of the pigment came off or something permanently burned itself in the suppressor body. And if that's true, I'll go home and, you know, clean the body with maybe some acetone or something and see if I can get that shit off really easily. All right, so I'm peeling it off. I got a little residue, not bad. Peeling it off. All right, here we go. Getting a peel, we'll start peeling it from the other side. There we go, peel it from back here. Okay, there's a little bit of burning on there. A little bit of burn action. I don't see this doing any damage to the finish of the suppressor. Those are generally made to withstand quite a bit of solvents and heat, but you know, we'll still see when I get this whole thing off. So I am unwrapping it, balling this stuff up, and it burns. You know, it is vinyl, so vinyl burns eventually with enough heat. Most things do. There we go. So there's most of the stuff off. You guys bear with me here. I'll go ahead and peel the rest of this and show you what it looks like when I'm done. Okay, so I spent a couple minutes with using the power of the thumbnail and peeling, and I got pretty much most of the stuff off. There's still some stuff on there. I'm gonna go ahead and just check on it with a little bit of rim oil and my range rag here, and we'll see if this stuff just comes off or if I need to get a little more aggressive with it at home. Little rim oil on there. It is breaking up a little bit. See, here's a nasty spot there. I'll kind of press in it and it's coming right off. So little rim oil, a little bit of aggressive pressing on it, and majority of this stuff is coming right off. When I get home, I'll probably pick at it a little bit more if there's any just minor cosmetic amounts on there, but you know, I would call this suppressor body undamaged, and I have no doubts that this stuff will come right off at home with a little bit of scrubbing. So yeah, successful test, no damage done. So that concludes my testing of the US Night Vision vinyl wrap as utilized onto a sound suppressor. To recap, if you want to wrap up your 22 long rifle suppressor or a pistol suppressor, 9mm or 45 ACP, go ahead and do it. If you're thinking about directly wrapping a rifle suppressor, 5.56, 7.62, I'm going to go on a limb and probably say your 338 cans would react the same way. Might want to think about buying a sup cov. You can buy a sup cov from US Tactical Supply It's a silicone little tube that goes over. They make multiple different sizes. You can cut it to length to fit your can, and I think that one would give you the heat rating of being able to vinyl wrap on top of that. But I do have a subcov and a 762 suppressor. When they come back from the shop, I'll go ahead and amend this video or make another video and test it. If you like this video and want to see more stuff like it, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you like the pattern, the Stalkland pattern, go ahead and check out www.stalkland.com. If you love America, go and thank a veteran or buy an assault rifle. Thank you.